Friday is done here. Snowy River Caravans Tasmania Super 440. We've got a pair of bulls and Richie in the house as well for Premier, who's got a big smile on his face. He was in this press conference last year as well. We'll start with you, Broc. That form slump came to an end pretty quick. You guys are back very, very fast. Congratulations, practice 1, practice 2. Pretty happy?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to have a good day. Obviously, after NZ to bounce back strong here is good. So, it's been a really good day. Just happy with how everything went. Practice 1 was really good. We just made good progress throughout the day, and I probably struggled a little bit at the start of practice 2. I was probably just over driving a little bit and trying a bit too hard, and then just settled myself down for the end there. And we obviously all went out on greens and did a run, and was happy with it. So no, we're in a good spot. Obviously can make it a little bit better and try and get myself a little bit better for tomorrow. But happy to bounce back and have a good day 1.
Given how last year ended here, one of, if not the most, what would be the word for it, but just unfortunate days in your supercars career, is there a little bit more fire in the belly to claim Symmons Plains?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, that's last year. We're just trying to get back on top this year and try and get a few wins. Obviously, it's been a decent start to the year for us, but I think considering the pace that we've had, especially the first 2 rounds, I want to try and get a few more wins and podiums and try and get back up right up the front in that championship. So this weekend's just trying to put our best foot forward, do the best job that we can, and try and get some wins on the board.
Nice work, mate. Good job today.
Thank you.
Take it over to Rich. You were nearly there, nearly topped the session just like you did last year in the wet, but very different circumstances today, different team, dry conditions. So how gratifying is this for you, Richie, to be second today?
Yeah, it's a bit unexpected, to be honest. So we didn't roll out super strong. We're making a lot of changes to try and find some speed, and actually ran the greens a little bit earlier than everyone else and wasn't really quick enough. So I thought we'd be down the order, but then we reran the green at the end and just managed to find a lot of speed with a really good setup change. So it's a bit unexpected, but it's a good way to start the weekend. I haven't really ever been quick on a Friday, all of last year or obviously not so far this year. So always going into quali the next day on the back foot and scratching your head a little bit. It's nice for a change to actually have some speed for once. So I'll probably sleep a little bit better tonight than I normally do on a Friday night.
How important is the alliance with Triple Eight that your team has on a day like today, given that they're so strong here, Triple Eight?
Yeah, it's useful for sure. Definitely struggled a lot at times last year, just not really knowing how close or how far away we were. Interestingly enough, though, this weekend's sort of the first time Ludo and I are kind of focusing a little more on what we're doing rather than trying to copy. We're obviously going to still be very close, but it's more just the fine details and the tuning throughout a session or throughout a day. We're kind of just focusing on our own thing and doing what we need. And I think that's probably going to be the best way forward. And obviously, it's the first day we've tried it, and it's obviously worked. So we'll probably keep that approach for at least the next little while and see how that goes.
Cool, mate. Hope it turns into something good for you this weekend. We'll take it over to Will, and steady as she goes today. Will, can you talk us through your Friday?
Yeah, no, I think it was not a bad day. Didn't have the best first session. We trended not too bad later in the runs of the first session, but my first lap time wasn't where Broc was, so had a bit of work to do for practice 2 and felt like we were there. We were P1 for a lot of the session and just didn't get the best green lap in at the end. We were sort of caught up in traffic and, around here it's very hard to find a slot if you're not in sync. So struggled a little bit there, but really happy with P3. Didn't feel like it was the best lap, so I think we can be right up there with Broc.
You mentioned just the slipstreaming and how important that's going to be tomorrow. Can we expect all-out games and gamesmanship going on in that quali?
I've never seen a year at Tassie without some games, so I'm sure there's going to be some. I'm not sure. I'm not rolling out at the front this year. I've got a slipstream, so we'll see what games Broc plays, really, to be honest. But I'll be right on his bumper.
All right. On that note, let's open it up to the journos. Thanks, boys.
Further to that, Broc, then how do you play it?
Well, I just drove around by myself then, so it worked out all right then. But I think as the sessions unfold, it sort of mixes itself up a little bit. I think the first run and probably Q1 is going to be challenging for me, just being first car out So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we got the speed just to get through the first one or two, just on raw pace, and then yeah, obviously we're going to try find a tow. It's going to be, I think, will be the difference in the end. So yeah, I think just as people go in sync, some will do 2 laps, some will do 3. Everyone will sort of just shuffle out, and yeah, we try and jag something.
Richie, do you feel like, I mean, the race results haven't ended up coming, but you know, you've been pretty good, I think, in quality 1 lap pace. Like, do you feel like this year has probably been better than maybe it's looked so far?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, on paper, it's not been a great start, but we had a top 5 qual at AGP, and at times in races we've had competitive race pace. We just haven't really put it all together. But I think changing teams and cars has been a little harder than I first expected. I sort of wanted to just sort of pick up where I left off at the end of last season, and it's been quite tricky actually. So yeah, and just, you know, figuring out how Ludo and I can get the most out of each other. You know, we're only in our 4th round, and you know, all the guys in the top 10, well, the closer you get to the front, you know, the longer people tend to have been working with their teams or their engineers. So you're trying to beat those guys, and you know, they're comfortable with their processes. So it's I think it just takes a bit of time to get that all right. And we're still a relatively new team. You know, between every round, we're always improving in a lot of ways, and there's still a lot of room for improvement from the team over time. So it's great to be a part of that, and hopefully we can just get stronger throughout the year.
And just generally, I mean, yeah, so you've been there for 4 months, 5 months. I mean, yeah, do you feel like, yeah, the environment, you know, you're liking what you're seeing so far, and you feel like this can be the right place for you? Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, there's definitely promising signs. So it's just about continuing to work hard and yeah, try and improve each round, and just get better and better.
To any or all of you, you've debriefed, no doubt, the qualifying sessions from the first day of Taupo, where we mixed tyres, the mixed tyre compounds. I mean, what are you expecting tomorrow? Can you make a lot of changes between the 2 little sessions, and is it a challenge you look forward to, or you'd rather be more in control of the second one?
Yeah, I suppose it's the same as Taupo. It's going to be a pleasant surprise when you go out and you'll sort of see what you get. I think, you know, we probably learn a lot at Taupo and the change that you do get between the tyres. So, yeah, there's a big difference. But I think if you're competitive, it's going to be hard to have a swing at the car, you know, before driving on the tyre. So my guess would be you're just going to go out and see what it's like, and then probably make a tune from there. But look, I think at Taupo, you know, most of the guys that were competitive on the first set of tyres were there or thereabouts. On the super soft, obviously this weekend's opposite way. So yeah, we'll see what we get. I think we've got a bit of an understanding what we think the difference will be, and hopefully we can tune for that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I quite like it actually. It spices up the weekend. Yeah, it's quite fun when you drive out for the second quali on a different tyre. So you never really know what to expect. You can't overthink it because it's, you know, it's quite different. So you just kind of got to just drive and hope for the best. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, Richie, just further to Connor's point about the team environment, they've made a couple of new signings in the back room. You've got now Gwyn Dolphin as CEO, and you bring in Pete Vale. Just how reassuring is it when you come into a new team and a new environment that you see that they're swinging that big?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, until you're winning, you kind of need to just keep shuffling the deck, you know, and just changing things and making improvements. And I think, yeah, those are a good couple of signings. I think it's what we've needed. And yeah, I think it's a good sign for the future.
All right. Any last questions from the room? I think we're set. Thank you, guys. Well done. Best of luck.